Afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, classmate. This will be my review for statistic review. What is statistic review? Checking the statistical analysis in scientific publications is a crucial part of the peer review process. In addition, this acts as a key step to ensuring and enhancing the quality of academic papers. This process of statistical analysis is called statistical review. Yung statistical review po, sir, is kailangan siya sa mga mga business po or sa mga company para po nalalaman kung ano po yung nagiging process or nagiging status ng company every year, every month po. Importance of a good statistic review. Incorrect statistical data shows down scientific progress, wastes research funding, and can result in retractions of a faulty analysis. May include errors in measurements, failures during study design oversight, or even outright fraud. In some cases, it can also be a result of unrealistic expectation on the part of investigators. Ang importance po naman po ng statistical review is ano po, kagaya po ng mga nangyayari sa mga company or business po, meron po silang ginagawang audit every month po para po doon din po tinitignan kung ano po yung nagiging result ng mga parang pagtatrabaho po ng mga employee or yung pag-improve po ng sales or ng company nila every month. Kung ano na rin po yung nagiging performance ng mga future projects po nila. 7 types of statistical review. Descriptive statistical analysis. Descriptive statistic is the simplest form of statistical analysis, using numbers or words to describe the qualities of a data set. It helps reduce large data sets into simple and more compact form for easy interpretation. You can use descriptive statistic to summarize the data from a sample or represent a whole sample in a research population. Yung descriptive statistical analysis naman po is ano siya, para isa po siyang parang gumagamit po siya ng number or ng number para po ma-identify yung parang nagiging data po ng galing sa company. Parang nire-research na rin po nila or parang dito na rin po nanggagaling yung nagiging example po ng population na nakukuha po sa company. Inferential statistical analysis. Inferential statistical analysis is used to make inferences or draw conclusions about a larger population based on findings from a sample group with it. Yung naman po, yung inferential statistical analysis is ginagamit naman po siya para po makagawa po ng conclusion or findings about po sa nagiging palaking population na po ng company. Associational statistical analysis. Associational statistical is a tool researchers use to make predictions and find cautions. They use it to find the relationship among multiple variables. It is also called used to determine whether researchers can make inference and predictions about a data set from the characteristic of another set of data. Yung associational statistical naman po is ginagamit po siya ng mga researchers para po parang pinipredict po nila or parang nakikita na po nila yung mangyayari sa future projects po ng isang company. Nakahanap din po sila ng magiging quotients ng projects na yan. Tapos ginagamit din po nila yung associational statistical analysis na para po basahin yung characteristic or tignan yung magiging characteristic ng another data. Predictive analysis. Predictive analysis uses powerful statistical algorithm and machine learning tools to predict future events and behavior based on new historical data trends. It relies on a wide range of probabilistic techniques such as data mining, big data, predictive modeling, artificial intelligence, and simulation to guess what is likely to occur in the future. Yung predictive, ito po yung ginagamit nila para po ma-predict yung magiging future events, like yung future behavior po, or yung mga nakaraan na events na po. Like, ginagamit din po nila to para po ma-identify din yung mga magiging future sales or future customer, pati na rin po yung yung mga naging history data na po, or history sales na rin po or history records na din po ng company. Prescriptive analysis. Prescriptive analysis helps organizations to use to guide their decision-making process. Companies can use tools such as graph analysis, algorithm, machine learning, and simulation for this type of analysis. Prescriptive analysis help business make the best choice from several alternative courses of actions. Ito po yung parang gumagamit po sila ng mga paragraph or pie diagram po para po ma-identify nila kung ano yung mas magandang technique or anong mas maraming vote na decision yung gagamitin nila dun sa paglalabas po ng bagong product. Exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis is a technique data scientists use to identify patterns and trends in a dataset. They can also use it to determine relationships among samples in a populations, validate assumptions, test hypotheses, and finding missing data points. Ito po parang ginagamit na po natin na technique para po mahanap or ma-pattern po yung mga datang nawawala or yung mga data po na hindi na po nila makita. Like kagaya po ng may na data na months ago na po yung nakalipas. So gagamitin po nila exploratory data para po mahanap pa yon or ma-identify pa po yung data na nawawala na kailangan po nilang hanapin. Causal analysis. Causal analysis uses data to determine causations or why things happen the way they do. It is an integral part of quality assurance, accident investigation, and other activities that aim to find the underlying factors that led to an event. Companies can use causal analysis to understand the reason for an event and use this understanding to guide future decisions. Ito po parang yung causal, in other words, parang ito na po yung pinagamit ng karamihang company para po magkaroon sila po sila ng best decision sa mga future event or future plans po nila para po sa company. 5. Statistical analysis process. Data collection. The first step in statistical analysis is data collection. You can collect data through primary or secondary sources such as survey, customer relationship management software, online quizzes. Ito po yung data collection. Ito po yung mga review. Like kagaya po ng mga sa Shopee, may review po sila after nila ma-receive yung items para po malaman kung pasok po ba sa text, kung pasok po ba sa panlasa, or maganda, pasok po ba yung quality sa mga buyers po. Para din po maintindihan nila kung ano rin po yung behavior na meron yung mga buyers nila na kailangan po nilang data organization. The next step after data collection is data organization, also known as data cleaning. This stage involves identifying and removing duplicate data and inconsistencies that may prevent you from getting an accurate analysis. In data organization po is ito po yung parang nagiging panlinis po ng isang, like halimbawa po yung itong folder po na to. Itong data po na to is naging doble po. Ang gagawin po, gagamit po ako ng data organization para po para po maayos ko yung file or yung data na naging dalawang copy po. Tapos yung mga hindi po kailangan or yung unidentified data is gagamitan ko rin po ng data organization para po maging maayos. Data presentation. Data presentation is an extension of data cleaning as it involves arranging the data for easy analysis. Here you can use descriptive statistic tools to summarize the data. Data presentation can also help you determine the best way to present the data based on its arrangement. Ito pa, parang lang po siya, parang karugtong lang po siya ng data organization. Parang ito lang po yung nagiging extension or nagiging parang easy way po easy way na malinis yung mga data form. Din po, ito parang ginagamit din po nila to para po makapag-summarize ng mga data. Data analysis. Data analysis involves manipulating data sets to identify patterns, trends to relationship using statistical techniques such as inferential and associational statistical analysis. You can use computer software like spreadsheets to automate this process. Data analysis po. Ito yung mga gumagamit po ng mga Excel, Words, para po mas maayos nila or ma-identify nila yung magiging takbo po ng data na kinakailangan po nilang gawin. Data interpretation. The last step is data interpretation, which provides concludes result regarding the purpose of analysis. After analysis, you can present the result as charts, reports. Ito naman yung data interpretation is yung parang ito po na po yung nagiging result nung apat na na data process. Dito pwede po nilang yung nagiging data interpretation, pwede po nila na ilagay sa PowerPoint po, sa Word, sa mga ganong presentation po para po maipresent siya dun sa audit na nagkakaroon po yung company. Uses of statistical analysis. Market research. Businesses can analyze preference and trends of collecting data from a representative sample of customers. For instance, a company might conduct surveys to determine which product features are most appealing to customers. Yung statistical analysis may useful din po siya sa mga market research kasi pwede rin po siyang gamitin as surveys or pang promotions or pang representative po sa mga customers. Pwede rin po sa mga collect ng data gamit po yung statistical analysis. Financial analysis. In the financial sector, statistical analysis instrumental in understanding stock market trends and forecasting future stock prices. Using historical data makes it possible to create models for predicting aggregations in stock prices. Ito naman po yung financial analysis is parang ito po yung nagiging yung mga sales ng ginagamit po siya sa mga sales para po makita kung na po yung nagiging resulta ng sales po nila every month. Gagaya po ng mga stock price, future stock prices, at saka ng sales po nila every month. Clinical trials. In the healthcare sector, statistical analysis is employed in clinical trials to assess the efficacy of new medications. Parang ito yung ginagamit din po nila sa clinical or sa healthcare yung statistical review para po tingnan nila, para po magkaroon sila po ng record sa mga every patients po na pumupunta sa kanila. Quality assurance. At yung quality naman po, para po magkaroon sila ng, or malaman po nila, magkaroon po sila ng review kung yung quality po ba na ginawa or ginamit nila is pasok po sa taste ng mga customers or pasok po sa customers. Defect analysis. Yung defect analysis naman po ito po yung like yung kagaya rin po sa mga review na magkakaroon po ng complaint yung mga buyers as customer na hindi po na-meet yung quality standards ng items or ng product. Like parang hindi po pumapasok sa expectation nilang quality yung yung product na nabili nila. So yun lang po, sir. Thank you po.